Hello there, how are you today? My name is Hannah and I'm so glad you found your way to my channel. The weather today is typically Dutch, wet and gloomy, but it's okay because it's sunny in Breze and I'm building a forest. So the first thing I'll be doing is just clear this already pretty empty area so that doesn't take too long. And I fenced off resident surfaces just to divide the areas more clearly, and the barbed wire fence gives it an air of kind of being off limits, sort of like in Harry Potter maybe? Anyway. So at first I'm kind of being ambitious here with planning exactly where I want to plant each tree, but later pretty soon I'll get tired of it and you'll just see me winging it, and I think it still turns out pretty nice. For the forest, I want to go mainly with cedar trees, but not exclusively, so I'm also adding some hardwood trees. And of course bushes, because it's a hot spring, I'm going with a red camellia. And since it's fall, I allow myself to use my mush items again. I didn't really forbid myself from using them before, but I just think they're so much nicer to use now that it's actually fall. I don't really have a problem with time traveling at all. So I'm adding a small campground here, and it's not where the campsite is actually going to go, but just a tent where I'm going to create a second character and they're going to move here. And I want to kind of make a hermit character based off of Tutiki from the Moomins, and I want it to look cozy but still kind of wild. I struggled a bit with placing the toy, but I found that if you place something on the log bench from the short end, and then you place the toy, then you can still have it facing forward. Because you can't rotate items on top of items, this is kind of the only way to get it facing forward. Oh, Billy just gave me a baseball uniform. Yeah, anyway, I just add a dirt path out here to create some sort of campground atmosphere, and I plant the bushes and the trees on the dirt path just to make it look a little more overgrown, because the in-game dirt path can look very clean. I really like it, but that is not the atmosphere we're going for here. So that's what I do. I wasn't sure if the tree would grow there, and yeah, it didn't. So I'm moving on to the other part of this little forest area, and I still want to go with a kind of magical, kind of spooky theme, kind of witchy theme. And I'm actually pretty glad that I decided for this theme, especially with the fall update coming up. I just am excited to add some of the pumpkin and the spooky items here. I've actually never been much of a Halloween enthusiast, but I might just become one, just because it looks so cute and I'm very excited for it. And of course we're adding a lot of trees again, and I want this part to be a bit magical, a bit fairy themed, so I'm also adding tiny furniture and the cattle bathtub back there. Back to the fairy forest part, I just had to kind of widen the area with a dirt part a little bit because it looked kind of cramped. Anyway, here's the tiny furniture for the fairies. I wasn't sure if I should use the doghouse or the trophy for the fairies, but I went with the trophy. The doghouse looks kind of weird, I think. Of course, I'm also making a fairy ring. I had the idea for this kind of fairy ring a while back, and I'm really happy that I can make it now. And you'll see what I mean with fairy ring. It's not like a fairy ring with mushrooms. I have a custom design for that, but I want to be a bit careful with my town rating, so I don't try not to drop too many mushrooms. I think I already have a problem with them, but I wanted to make a different kind of fairy ring. You'll see. And I also add some bushes and mushrooms to make it look more like a circle and more diverse and natural and overgrown, foresty. And of course a campfire in the middle, so the forest creatures have something to dance around. And for the rest of the landscape, I just fill it in with trees and bushes. I hope something blooms all year round so that it doesn't just go completely colorless at some part, but I didn't exactly plan it. I might have to fix something later. And then I add an aroma pot and the washing tub at the hot spring to make it look used, because like I said, Tutiki is kind of a hermit, so they use the hot spring for bathing, for washing, for all this kind of stuff, for laundry. So one of the last things I do while landscaping is add custom designs. I really love this wooden path, so I'm just putting it everywhere. I think it really fits the forest theme as well. And this is just a gentle reminder, if you really like this path or any of my other custom designs that you see, they're always in the description box down under the video. I update it really frequently, and I try to always make sure to credit the designers properly. So if you look for something that I use, then you'll most likely find it there. And if you can't, please let me know so I can edit, because it's not intentional. The only designs that I don't put down below are my own, the few that I made myself, because I don't upload them. I'm not a good designer. I'm only planting a few flowers here, just because I wasn't sure what kind of flowers I would like to use and if I would like to use them. And I think though that once I have more green mums, then I'm going to add them here. And in general, I think I want to use more colorful flowers in the future. I'm kind of getting tired of the white. The next day I checked if all the trees grew properly, and most of them did, and the ones that didn't grow I just moved somewhere else, but I think it looks already so cute. And of course I chop off some trees in a circle because I want the tiny stumps. And the second day I do the same thing. I want all my fairy circle, I want the trees to have, I want it to be of different size tree stumps. That was my plan for it. Now you know. Oh, and Billy is thinking of moving, but of course you won't. So on the day after that, I finally complete the fairy ring, and I just think it looks so cute already. I just add some more custom designs and it's done. I'm really happy with it. Planting another tree, finishing touches. So it's been about a week after I started to build the forest, and I'll dare to say that it's complete. I tweaked a little here and there, moved some stuff around, added some things, but I'm really happy with how it looks already. Of course there's always room for improvement, but that's great. I think it gives me some reason to play. And here's the tent. It's obviously inspired by Blather's tent, which I just thought was really adorable. It's not done yet. I think there's still some stuff missing. And well, you will know once I update it. So thank you so much for having the time for me today. I hope you're doing okay. and I hope you're taking care of yourself and of others. Oh, and please subscribe to my channel and like the video if you enjoyed it. It means a lot to me, really. So remember to be kind to yourself, and I'll see you next time.